The role of business, technology, and leadership in advancement of the nation was the theme of 2020 National Graduating Student Leadership Conference organized by Central Emirates International Academy, Abuja. The conference is aimed at preparing the graduates on a nation building through business, technology, and leadership. His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Idris Musa in his remarks lauded the school management for organizing an intellectual conference such as this.
This is a high time to congratulate the management of this institution by organizing this type of a program for us to learn, including students and the parents. It's the first time that I've been witnessing this type of program. This school has been #1 student school in FCT.
The director of the school, Hajia Rabi Hassan, encourages the students to be creative and also think positive in their future pursuits.
Then we have, who are the leaders? Creative thinkers. Creative thinkers. You have to create. Now in Nigeria, just like the technology, they think before technology has advanced. So don't stop at one thing. You must think. You must be a creative thinker. You think differently. You think differently. Don't take one plan. You must have plan A, B, C, and if possible, D.
Various speakers took turn in speaking with the students on the need to be good leaders as much as nation builders in order to change the narrative of leadership in the country.
The level of bastardization in this country is so enormous that education is not even recognized. The budget of education in Nigeria is less than 10%. And the minimum that UNESCO has said that any country, no matter how poor you are, is 26%. But we are talking of 8%. So what do we expect? And people will sit down and say the level of education is going down, this is happening. When the test tube that I used in my university, I school in the University of Port Harcourt, is still the test tube that I'm still using now. So what are we talking about? So the step there is that this country does not recognize anything that has to do with education. And that is why Nigeria will believe on certification. So the idea of introducing entrepreneurial skill, self-reliance is very, very important in a country like this. So that we all cannot just graduate and we end up at the backside. And then people who never went to school are doing the best. And that is the situation we see. You can see the struggle you have made to have gotten to the level you've gotten. There are people who never went to any school that are one of the richest now in this country.
The COVID-19 started in China, Italy, Iran, and some other few countries. It was wildfire, and people were dying. And we thought that if COVID-19 can kill or cause a havoc in countries that are world-class in terms of health system, in terms of data, in terms of coordination, in terms of economy, what if COVID-19 comes to Nigeria? What will happen to us? That was the thought. At that point, we weren't thinking of ourselves, but I was thinking of Nigeria. As small as I am, I'm already thinking about you, and about you. How do you survive the COVID-19? I'm not an authority. I'm not a minister of health, nor was I the president. But I'm already thinking for you. So it is only when you think for me and I think for you, that is where we'll build a society that we'll all be proud of.
You cannot survive without science as a career student. If you are living here tomorrow, or if you are preparing to make sure you keep in very well, please study your science subjects very well. Your mathematics, your physics, your chemistry, everything. If not, sorry, you will find life very, very difficult so long as 21st century is concerned.
This time, the President, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, NAPS, as she mounted the podium in her lecture, she emphasized that leadership is a shared responsibility. As such, everyone is a leader in his or her own capacity.
The youngest child in the home have his or her leadership role. Your role as a youngest child in the family may be to be the one that packs the plates of everybody. Hello? You are wielding influence there. Don't let your influence not be felt. Let it be that when you are not at home, and it's only daddy and mommy that are at home, they should feel that, Rukayat was supposed to be here to help us pack the plates. They will miss you. That is what leadership is about. Leadership is not about having too much money, getting too fat, and you cannot walk on the road. It's about wearing influence. What influence do you wear? What influence do you provide for those that are around you?
The President also called on governments to prioritize education in the country.
All other sectors of Nigeria's economy, they get support. They have Bank of Industry, Bank of Agri, Bank of this, Bank of that. There's no Bank of Education to support education, which is actually the bedrock of any successful nation.
One of the resource persons, Professor Bassi Ubon, a professor of environmental science, University of Abuja, applauded the school management for organizing a lecture of this magnitude at a time like this.
The school is so wonderful that they always organize, seminars, workshops, and then lectures like this. I mean, it's so wonderful so that the students can be able to understand, because they are enriching them to go out as regards leadership, as regards business, as regards technology, how they can help to advance this country. The conference is very apt, especially now that we are passing through what we are passing through. And COVID has come again, so the conference is very, very apt for people to know that you have to be self-reliant, so that you don't depend on only whatever your salary and all that. That's the skills and techniques that you acquire as a graduating student has a lot to do, because it is the content of the content in your content that makes your content to be outstanding. And that content is what I'm talking about, is self-reliance and entrepreneurship. So it is very apt for them, it is very apt for even me, for everybody in the country. If all schools will be doing this, I think this will help, in grooming wonderful leaders for tomorrow.
Not for anything, this lecture one will say that it has come at the right time. It has come at the right time because these graduates are going out now, and some of them already have notion about how the country has fared. We just hope that we'll continue to encourage them that things can only get better, and that they must have this resolve that they, as individuals, they must believe in themselves and they must be willing to want to succeed.
Over the years, people think, they are doing business now. And the point is, what kind of business this is? It's just like hospitals. These are two, every nation that has three sectors in place, as in stable and steady, there is no problem for that nation. And what are the three sectors? Education, health, and agriculture. I mean, education is going to help people to ensure that they don't throw trash all over the road. So the road that is built will be fixed, will be taken care of. Education is going to help people to cater for every other sector. But health, of course, we know is important, and which is what COVID had shown us. But have we done anything? Have we learned anything as Nigerians? No. People hardly think of private schools.
As long as I'm concerned, we are nowhere to be found. Because you see corruption flying everywhere. Where other countries are applying technology to ease bureaucracy and government dealings, we're still using manual. You go to hospitals and you can't find records. You go to record office, you go to doctor, and they will start carrying files from one point to the other. Is it a skyrocket technology that is needed to link the doctor to the record room? So it's so really frustrating that we are deliberately frustrating ourselves. There's nothing like technology in Nigeria.
Mustafa Adam, Katapot TV News.